those of you who are asleep, some of you, however, are not asleep.
Such as the man who doesn't sleep, who had a long rest in.
What was that, Donna?
I'm not sure. Isn't checked out in case it's someone after us here.
Door is opened.
As soon as you open the door, roll initiative.
Alright, roll initiative, boys. Here we go.
I'll let you all get up and semi-close.
I guess I'm not wearing my armor though, since I didn't take 5 minutes to do that.
That would be correct.
Could you put a grid on, please? A grid.
That's interesting. I don't need to wear armor, so when I long rest, because I don't need to.
Yes, I can give you that. The question is, how big do I want the grid to be?
This is my.
That looks good.
It's also like if you sleep in your light armor, there's no punishment for it.
Yeah. Oh, do I have white armor? I have no armor. Fear me.
Oh, even better.
Even better.
Why do I have no armor? Oh, I need to buy some. I do have 125 money. I forgot to get armor again. I do this a lot. Oh shit. Is this grid right? Is this grid meant to be this size? Because I don't think the door's 25 feet long.
Yeah, I don't think the bed's 10 feet wide either.
Well, I can make it bigger. How big does this door be? Like,
2.
Oh Jesus, trippy.
it can get really big. But
I think that's that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Okay.
let me fix these guys.
They're so small.
KJ, instead of fixing the grid, immediately shrunk everyone down to fit the new grid. I like the dedication.
I imagine if like we just couldn't change the grid size schedule, we would just be like, all right, it turns out you were like occupying a giant's inn this whole time. All the beds are
Also
giants, all the
known
doors
as-
are giants.
Jin.
Oh Jesus.
It's not even good.
The formation should be more like that. There we go. That makes more sense.
Well made, huh?
The awkward silences in Fredboat are really weird.
I know, I fucking hate it. I hate him so much, man.
I'm not sure if like Fredboat is just getting overloaded with people like using it since like.
I'm pretty sure Fredboat was like this a lot.
I don't remember it being this bad that often.
I had Fredboat at 3%. I remember to turn it down. I hope the start of this video doesn't get striked.
It's like ambient sound. Don't worry.
Isn't Sundaro almost like exclusively using video game music?
Still though, this is Nintendo music, so it might be claimed by
Oh.
It might be claimed by Sony,
You know how many times Tommy and has played the Able Sisters in his stream? I think he'd be gone by now.
Sony.
If they
Sorry, he's
start,
famous.
it's all automatic, right? So if they start striking video game music, how are you meant to fucking play video games?
No,
That's the problem a while ago.
They do strike some music in video games, like most of the Telltale games have audio options.
Maybe it has to be a thing like where like on Twitch or YouTube,
I want a video
like
game that...
they check to recognize. Okay, they're playing this game, but we register music from this different game.
No, I would
Something's
love-
up here.
I would
Well,
love
it's
if,
automatic, so I don't see how they can.
I would love if a video game had some copyrighted music, and so they had an option in the game to switch all of their music out with the same music, but it's just their addition of the developers doing an acapella of it.
You know, what I'm quite excited about is Twitch is currently in the works to strike a music deal, so a lot of music won't be issued on Twitch anymore. So I
But
hope
not
there's
Nintendo.
I hope there's some good stuff in that, and I hope Sundaro finds inspiration in that.
We're gonna get only the
Finds
best
inspiration. I just play like music from fucking free games, and that's it.
Then I hope those 3 games get signed on.
It's not like I'm talented in like picking music.
Hey, your music suggestion for the last session of that other campaign was very much appreciated.
All right.
It was a success.
I'm glad I enjoyed it.
Sandero
Seven's
says he
plus.
studies playlists every night.
You're +0, Sandero.
Yeah, I'm +0.
Plus 0.
Lord Sheila. Oh.
There's
Oh.
no Sheila. Sheila doesn't exist.
What did you get, Nikki?
I got a 9.
Is that plus anything?
No, I have a 0 in this.
What about Mr. President?
Ah, yes. I believe Mr. President is the raccoon.
I think I rolled a nat 20 for initiative twice in a row now. Because I didn't have to change my 21.
It's
Mr.
okay, guys. My mind is really weird right now because it's like switching between the 2 alternate fucking realities of Sheila standing here with a fucking gun, like over her shoulder, and then Horizon standing here, fucking tall, sword
the-
drawn in his shadow lanky arms,
What is
menacing.
Lana's dex? AJ?
I have a dex of 12.
I think that's what 12 Mr. President beats you.
God damn it. Thought I was fast.
Nah.
Mr. President runs over to Alana and beats her up.
He runs away just like he runs away from the press.
Yeah. Just to describe to Xenox what he can see. You have your sort of back to Abby, but you can see she's like looking straight at Yoltal, who has a gun, but he's looking in her eyes, and his gun is pointed to the right at Natalia, who is on the stool next to him, and you can just see like this bullet hole in her armor. It doesn't look like it pierced through and hurt her, but this guy just clearly shot someone who was with. And it looks very confrontational. These guards are sort of like up in their face, and like weapons are being drawn at this moment.
Wait, so this person was shot
Yes.
by him.
Yes.
Okay, but he's looking at her to assert dominance.
Not well, to assert dominance, maybe.
Okay.
He is looking at her, and actually, he's currently in the process of moving the gun back to take another shot. So the gun is like currently swiveling from Natalia back to Abby.
Okay.
What does Mr. President do, as Mr. President is the fastest to act in this moment in time?
Alright, first of all, I don't exactly know where he is. Let's see.
He doesn't exist.
He's down here.
With me.
He's with you.
He's with me, okay. So... President, go check it out! How far can he go? He's just gonna sort of dash over and peek outside to see what's going on.
The same scene I've described for Mr. President. This gun being swiveled and this confrontational scene where the weapons are being drawn and there's about to be a fight.
Alright. Mr. President is gonna sort of rub his hands together. That was his turn.
Oh,
So many shiny things.
getting ready to
Look at all
wash.
that armor.
Getting ready to wash his not sugar cane. What's it called again? Fluffy sugar stuff.
Cotton candy.
Yeah, he's getting ready to wash his cotton candy. What?
Getting ready to eat the garbage.
Alana squeezes by the door. Goes here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Opens this door and proceeds to yell out, "Help! Someone got shot!" As he leaves this door wide open.
Okay.
Okay then.
And then hides as he dashes. So he's behind the wall. That's it then.
Oh. Okay. Bartender goes prone. And is currently on the ground on the path outside. As they crawl, sort of not really like prone. I put them in prone because they're like moving very slowly, like making sure their head doesn't peek over the bar. They're just sort of down because they don't know who else has guns here. They might get shot. So they have snuck their way out of their own bar.
Oh boy.
The conductor moves 5, 10. Roll.
How good is he at
Good
jumping
enough.
out of a window?
Ah, what the hell was that? Oh my god.
I don't know. I'm not here. You don't see me.
Sorry, Alana, you used your action to dash, not to hide. Please.
Abby,
I just
Abby's
wanted full
guards
cover. That's good enough.
are both going to make attacks on their opposites. As they have fully drawn their longswords. Why does that not do the thing I thought it would do? That's dumb. Anyway. Oh my god, that's a crit. Okay, so that one of these guards, they're still sort of sat down. They're kind of in the process of like standing up to defend themselves. And this guard up top just slices at Natalia's exposed neck, and she sort of like moves backwards, and it nicks it, and blood just starts trickling down her neck. She takes some damage. Ouch. Again, that one's gonna swing.
Again. It's like
Does an 18, which hits for 3 damage. So she takes another 3 damage. And the other one's gonna do the exact same thing. 17, which hits 8 damage. Other one, 18, which hits 9 damage. So Aiden is now bloodied as there's sort of two like slashes across, like back and forth, sort of in this like chink in his armor, and there's just some blood sort of trickling out of that, and that is them. Doven.
Dolan will run up to 3, 4, 5, and he'll like poke his head around the corner of the open door. What's going on here? What's with the gunshots?
He shrugs.
I mean, he's saying it out loud, so probably everyone
Yeah.
here if they're not
Horizon
deafened by the
shrugs as well.
gunshots.
Abby sort of quickly turns her head and like looks at you. You can see briefly there's like this flash in her eyes, and it's gone like as she starts speaking. So she like turns, there's this flash in her eyes, and then it goes as she speaks. That was an attempt on my life. We're currently sorting that out. We're not planning to kill them, we want to apprehend them.
Who's saying this, Abby? Yeah?
Abby.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll try and read into the situation, like of like how it looks that her standing up with guards with weapons drawn versus the guys that are like sitting down next to the chairs, and like sort of trying to draw insight from that situation.
Okay, make me an insight check.
Okay, 15.
15. Okay. Assessing the situation, you can see that Yorta's the only person here with a gun, so the gunshot must have been him. He seems fairly angry right now. He's very pissed off and is currently in the process of like pointing a gun at me again. You know that he shot Natalia, but Natalia and Aiden are clearly with him, so it wasn't of his own volition. Abby just turned to you and her eyes were glowing. She might have some sort of magic. That's what you can get.
If you say so, then. That's Dovan will just like take cover with just keeping an eye out for towards like the scene, and like quickly try and duck back in as like any gun or something like that is aimed at him. Basically taking a dodge action behind cover here. Yes, that will be my turn.
Hey. It's all to use, you know.
Oh, finally. I thought I was further down, to be honest.
Nope.
Okay. The Horizon kind of turns and looks at Dovan. What do you say?
Just stand back and observe them for now.
As Horizon raises his shield and stands there. using a action to dodge. That's one. That's me.
Bob?
Mm. Alright. So what's the situation there?
It seems to be some conflict between Abby and some other guests at the inn here.
Oh, should we get involved?
I'd say wait for now. If we don't have to be involved, we don't need to get involved.
Aye, aye. Bob is just gonna lean a bit on the wall and will I cast a spell? Maybe. No, that's his turn. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, good to keep in mind the implications of casting spells here. If you're caught, that's bad. That might be bad.
You don't need to explain that.
You're told with Swiver points this gun and shoots. But when Yertle shoots, he says, the West doesn't need you. And as he shoots, you see him sort of like squint for a moment. We'll see what happens. Yes. And as he sort of squints, you see he looks like straight forward, stares, and his gun like turns in his hand, and he's like you can see he's like trying to move it back towards Abby, but he just point blank takes a shot at the guard instead. Well, that was a crit, but unfortunate for you, you have disadvantage.
No.
Can't be another crit.
Shame.
I want to watch this fucking guard just get dropped like a sack of potatoes.
As it shoots, Abby yells, "Duck!" and the guard just sort of like drops down, and the gun shoots, and you watch as the gun does not shoot a bullet; it shoots a ray of frost.
Ah, they're magic.
As you've seen your first instance of magic here. Well, you've seen it.
That there sound like a spell.
Let me turn. have to read. Why are things so lengthy? Can you upcast this as well? No. Okay. She looks forward calmly and says to Yoltal, I suggest you hold out your hands and allow us to restrain you, and then we shall take you and lock you up.
What a polite way of saying fuck you.
Fucking hell! It's not his day. You see him begin to hold out his hands, but it's not his turn. And Abby just sort of looks left and right and says, I think I've dealt with him, deal with the other two. The fucking Fredboat random stopping is really fucking getting to me.
Yeah.
So weird.
Alright.
They are both going to stand up. Completely ignore these guys, sort of holding out their weapons as they move around them. As they flank Abby on either side, they're both going to take attacks on her. She's already done that, so haha, fuck her. And Abby, just to point out, is seemingly wearing like completely normal clothes. The first attack is a 6, so you watch as Abby dodges a longsword as she moves out the way very, very quickly. And then she dodges another swing from the other side. Oh my god, I'm rolling like the same number over and over and over again, and that all misses. And that one's a nat 1. Fuck, these guys are bad. As there are 4 swings at Abby, she is seemingly fairly dexterous and dodges 3 of them, and then one of them sort of seems to slice through a clothes, but you see that Sinnoh should be the only person to see this. It slices through her clothes, but as soon as it reaches her skin, it's the blade seems to almost slice like down something invisible, and it doesn't pierce her skin.
Okay.
That's all of that, and it's back to Mr. President.
Alright. Well, Mr. President is gonna What is in this room right now? In the room where this conversation is?
What is in the room?
Anything that Mr. President might like? Is there any food?
Yeah, there's food left on tables.
Alright, Mr. President is hungry. He wants some food.
Let's go.
I think he will try and very sneakily snatch something to eat from one of the tables.
Okay, I would like a stealth check and a sleight of hand check. I'll let you do
Alright.
both.
Here we go.
Come on, Mr. President.
Come on, +5 and stealth.
Okay, Mr. President, cap me in the ass. Let's go.
Alright, that's an 8 on stealth. Oh no.
Does he currently have the angry expression because he's in combat, or his normal expression because he's not really, he's not.
He's
If-
currently in his
like-
normal expression. So that's an 8 on stealth, fortunately. And then for sleight of hand, let's see. Oh, dirty 20 for sleight of hand.
Yeah, the only person the stealth check was for was Horizon. So you see Mr. President just like fucking dash forward towards his table, but then very quickly, Mr. President just like snatches stuff and is eating like underneath.
Yep.
Amazing.
And that'll be his turn.
Yes, I have yet to figure out what she's gonna do. Looks around the corner. Doven!
Take cover. Don't just stand in the open. There's guns here.
She's back here again. Hello. There. That's it. Useful.
Half movement to stand up.
Run away! Run away!
He's gone. He's out. He's out of it. These turns are very easy. Conductor is looking through this window. Just to know what's going on.
I imagine he's just tall enough to reach the window.
Sort of in pain, have his guards turn around, and they're gonna each attack. As okay, so you watch as this top guard attacks Natalia, and Natalia just parries it with the longsword.
Nice.
And then there's another strike, and it clings against her armor, and she does not appear to be hurt at all. The attacks against Aiden from this guard. Aiden seems to nearly get nicked, but he moves his longsword up, and the tips of the longsword just sort of push, and he manages to push the longsword up, so it barely doesn't pierce his neck. And then a sort of similar thing happens, but with his armor, where it just nearly pierces his armor, but it's just off, and he nearly got hit twice and didn't get hit at all.
Right. It seems like Abby could use our help here.
Alright.
Dovan just steps up behind Aiden and like takes out his shield and just tries to like just tries to bash the back of his head in to sort of try and knock it, to just try and knock him out non-lethally using the shield as an improvised weapon.
Draw me your roll.
Do I add my proficiency bonus to this since I'm using the shield, or is it or do I count this in proficiency since I'm using it as an improvised weapon?
I'll allow you to add your proficiency bonus.
All right. Okay, that's a 12 to hit.
A 12 does not hit him. As you're going to sort of swing down, he like sidesteps in this sword fight that he was currently involved in, and your shield sort of like comes in between the two of them and actually like nearly helps him a bit.
Alright. Well, that's my movement and my action, so that's me done.
Hey, Sinox, you've just seen Dovin running.
Creepy man steps up. I'm going to reach his arm back and then swing forward at this guy who Dover's already attacked. I want to fucking click to roll in D Beyond. That is attacks.
Ah. He's fucking dodging, man.
A 10 does not hit him. He appears to be a very experienced swordsman, and he's currently using his longsword to pretty much block most attacks.
Okay. And after that swing, Horizon's going to focus his eyes on him and just narrow them even more than they already are as I'm casting Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
As for the verbal component, he just says, "I'm going to kill you now."
Aiden blocks this and turns. He looks at you and says, "A shame. You'll be on the wrong side of history."
There is no response.
You dare claim to be on the wrong side of history? Well, you are. I call upon the cloud of daggers. I'm gonna cast cloud of daggers on this man.
Okay.
Here it goes. It's a 5-foot thing. So
There's that leeway we had.
Bob's always been very open about casting spells.
Yeah.
They're not spells, they're conjurations.
It's freaking bullshit nonetheless.
Okay, so that damage doesn't happen at all. That's just there.
Nothing at all. But there is a cloud of daggers going on.
Doesn't happen at all yet.
Yet, it's concentration, KJ.
I am aware.
And then I go behind this wall.
for Yota's turn, Yo- Yota is still holding his hands out, and it looks like he's like struggling to move against like something, as he's just like stuck in this position. But he does speak, and he says, she's working on this. You have to break it. And that's his entire turn, as he can't do anything else. Abby's turn. You can't do much right now because a lot of your stuff is also concentration. Oh, you can do that. You watch as Abby sort of points her fingers off to like 3 of her fingers off to one side, and 3 sort of very quick pink in color darts just fly into Natalia's neck. I want to attack Natalia. Actually, they fly into Aiden's neck. I want to attack Aiden. How much damage is that gonna do? Let's see. As this happens, there's like 3 pretty sizable, like small hole. There's like 3 small holes in Aiden's neck, but they seem to be like very deep in, and he's like gargling, and he spits out blood onto the floor, as he looks really bad. That fucked him up.
Now comes the cloud of daggers.
Now, Cloud of Daggers.
All your damage.
Oof.
6 damage!
And this wave of daggers. I have to ask if Bob would try and kill this person, because he might die.
I don't know.
I'll leave it up to you.
I don't think he would. No.
Okay. So you see it, Aiden just sort of falls to the ground as these daggers like nick into him. He's gonna need some help because he's clearly like gonna bleed out if someone doesn't help him soon. But combat happens very quick, so
Yeah.
he is currently on the floor.
Huh? I think I did
Well-
it.
We'll say currently in a cloud of daggers.
It's true. He is.
That is concentration though.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I'm behind this wall, so I don't exactly know if he's dead yet. Or if
No,
he's
you do not.
fallen down.
Natalia is going to just attack Abby. That is what she is here for. And she's just been told to as well. And she does as she swipes across. She slices through some of Abby's clothes and then pierces just into her skin. It doesn't look like it went very deep, but it clearly hurt.
Buzzing
You're
fancy.
buzzing.
Sorry,
Don't buzz.
it's not like I have
Buzzy bee.
any effect over it.
And as this happens, you see her wince slightly, and Yoltal's hands begin to move. And then she strikes again. Yeah, she does. And this time, Abby sort of turns around, and you see that this like veil, Xenox, because you're the only one close enough. It like just strikes it, and there's like no noise, but you see it. It's almost as if like something bounced off like a surface. And it's Mr. President's turn.
Mr. President. So, yeah. I think he's gonna keep eating food. He's gonna grab some more.
Okay, there is some more food. This requires no roll. Mr. President is having a snack, and we might see what happens with that in a second.
He also does consider the option of going to grab one of the daggers from the cloud of daggers, but that seems a bit risky.
He might
do
die
kind of
from
like-
that if he's not careful.
They kind of like spin around and stuff, you know. It'd be kind of hard to just like.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to grab one.
Aulyia will take out the two little daggers that she has and run out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll look at this person and see that the other person on the other side, supposedly
Can
the
you make an
bad guy.
athletics check?
Athletics? Okay.
You're moving onto a table.
Oh,
So
yeah, I guess she'll.
Yeah, you just ran in and jumped up on the table.
Who said she jumped up?
You want to slide under it? 'Cause I'll
Yeah,
let you do either.
she'll try and slide under the table.
Okay.
No, she won't.
Break your fucking neck
That's
on
an
the
8.
table's edge.
That's an 8. You slide underneath, but it's like hard to move, and you're very restricted. If you're, you can attack Natalia, but anything you do is gonna have disadvantage.
Oh god, I don't have any more movement left. She will try to, quote unquote, stab at her feet as she holds these daggers in her hands as she casts Ice Bolt. So she'll make it look like a stab, but it's actually an Ice Bolt.
And make me a roll of disadvantage.
Hey, that's a 10.
A 10. As she's doing her footwork to avoid these like various attacks coming at her, she moves out of the way, and this just completely misses her.
And then Alana will be like, crap, and pull back underneath the table.
Hey, you're currently under a table.
Yeah.
This guy's gone. Don't need his anymore. The conductor. The conductor will And the conductor takes some food off this table.
Is he hiding under as well?
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe they're having just solo lunch.
Gart turns around as Abby says, "All right, you can attack him now, quick!" And this one, seeing that like there's this weird gal underneath the table, and Abby's sort of like facing Natalia now. Natalia's sort of being dealt with. He could get striked in the back, but he's keeping attention. As they will both try and attack Yultil, who is now stood up. By the way, he's not actually on this chair; he's just stood in front of it. Make their attacks. Okay, that's those. You watch as it appears Yoltal has a very similar protection against attacks that Abby does, as this like thin clothing that he has gets sliced through, but as soon as it goes to hit skin, these weapons just appear to not pierce through anything. There's some thin veil protecting him.
Protecting Yodel.
Yes.
Yoltel.
Yoltal.
Yoltel.
Yotel. Doven.
All right. Doven will try to pull Aiden out of the cloud of daggers, and
Yep.
just, like
You can
pull
do
him
that.
out here. Can I try and make a medicine check? Like, can I try and stabilize him as part of this action to try and pull it out?
Yes, yes. I would have let you pull him out with your movement.
All right. All right. So unless there's something's happening, he should be stable.
Okay. Yep. You turn to Aiden, and you're pretty sure he's gonna live. Probably needs some form of medical attention in the next 5 to 10 minutes, but now he's no longer in a cloud of piercing daggers. He seems better.
Who would have thought?
And
Yeah.
that's my turn.
Okay.
Alright. Bonus action. Transfer the mark from the guy that's down to Natalia. As his gaze fixes on her instead, and he's going to swing forward. 21 hit.
Does.
Okay, good. So that is 1d8 plus 6, and then another d6. Let me just double check. I choose the damage type of the mark, right? I don't
It's
make no
the
difference.
same.
Oh, is it? Same?
Yeah, it's the same as your weapon.
Oh, yeah, same. Okay, with damage type. Alright. That's good. Oh, wow.
She takes 9.
That's painful.
Takes 9 damage, as this attack does draw blood from her. She is bloodied, but she's still alive.
It's more of a cut across the face, I'd imagine.
Yeah, she's bleeding. And she, like, winces every time she gets hit, but she's a professional.
Imagine feeling pain. Couldn't be me. Well,
Okay, Cloud of Daggers, you can go away now. You still owe me money. Bye. She's gonna deconcentrate on the cloud of daggers.
Okay, cloud of daggers disappears.
Alright. And hey KJ.
Yep.
So did we do a short rest? Or did we not?
Yes. Yes.
We did do a short rest. So
Yes.
I would have done arcane recovery then.
Okay. Yes,
Uh,
you can give yourself a spell slot.
Great. Alright. Now come back! And I cast to Natalia.
Yeah, another cloud of daggers appears.
Another
over
cloud of
the
daggers.
panel.
Yay.
Pretty good auto hit spell.
Yeah?
Except for the fact that somebody else could drag somebody out of it for their turn if the initiative works.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen.
Is that everything that you do, Bob?
I move behind this wall.
Okay. Bob's peeking.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where did they move it to? Under.
I moved it under Natalia.
Okay.
See, as Yertle looks either way, he says, well, I suppose this didn't go as planned. Maybe next time. And he moves. And as he moves, he is opportunity attacked.
Guards.
Maybe next time, losers. Ow!
Ow!
As one of them, as one of them attacks him, he sort of turns around and just waves his hand, and now a very visible sort of light blue magic completely blocks this attack, as if a shield would. And then the other one attacks him. Actually, he gets hit because I just remembered the rules. And he will take 9 damage. Because he can't do that. I don't think. Actually, he can. I'm dumb. I remembered the rules. He does block
Stupid.
it. It's a reaction. And that rule only talks about those actions, not reactions. This is completely fine. I've done it before. I remember doing it. Anyway, the
Yeah.
other guard. Will also attack. They do not have a very high plus, so his attack is also blocked by this shield. As he sort of arcs it in front of him, it blocks both, and he moves. And you get to attack as well, Dovan.
Yeah, I think I'll just go for another dash with the shield.
Ooh.
No.
Your attack is also blocked by this shield that he's put up. It seems to be pretty protective. And as he looks out like through the door at everyone, he says, "A parting gift." And he points, and this mote releases from his finger and hits this wooden floor and just ignites everything. Everyone apart from Bob make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Ah, that's a fruit.
Oh boy.
That's a 5.
Ouch. It's not great.
Okay.
10.
Oh.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Hold on. Does Mr. President have to do it too?
Yeah, Mr.
Aw.
President's gone. Just get rid of
Mr.
Mr.
President's
President.
gone.
Mr. President's out.
Boy, am I glad I'm behind this wall.
Have to roll for the conductor as well. Okay, yeah, I believe the conductor is unconscious. Abby, the guards, I believe both guards are.
How much damage did you roll?
Perhaps a lot.
Both guards are unconscious. Aiden is dead
Okay.
because that dealt more than his max health,
Ooh.
and he is unconscious.
Ah,
Talia-
fuck, I used my reaction to up attack. I can't even Stone's Endurance this.
Yeah.
Saves, but is unconscious anyway. Abby.
Bob is just gonna look around the door again and be like, what the fuck happened here?
What? Oh, everybody's dead.
Abby's like clothes are singed and she doesn't feel good. If you did not beat meet or beat a 14, you take 40 damage.
Oh god!
Oh goodness me.
Yeah, I rolled a 40 on 10d6.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah. I think everybody's down then, huh? That's happy.
What's the average of 10d6?
30?
Like around 30 something.
35.
35, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's a bit
Probably
above average.
slightly above average.
Yeah.
Was that a fireball or what was that?
It was a
It was
fire-
around-
It was
That was a
fireball.
5% chance to be that much. Okay. Okay, then. That's not that bad.
Yeah, it was pretty normal.
I think it's better chances than 5% to roll.
I mean, yes, 5% for exactly 40, but then obviously up to the max.
Ooh, wow.
Like you don't count only 40 in something like that.
It's not let me select under 40 though. Or
Abby's
40 and
turn.
across in this thing, so hey.
Turn, I guess.
Abby can still see him, so she says, I suggest you come back inside. We'll restrain you, and then we will lock you up, and you will be questioned, and you will cooperate. And what happens?
Chapter 3 of this campaign is just Bob
The
on his own.
The misadventures of only Bob, I guess?
Continues once again.
I can't believe only Bob is. How many hit points does Bob have?
He has
Yes,
14.
I could have killed him. Yep.
Overkilled
You would have died
I
even
would've
just by
straight up
being
just
in that
died.
area.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I am the luckiest mage alive.
But
God, imagine if you had stepped in for a second through something, you
you're
just get
lucky,
fucking
Nikki,
fireballed.
that he wasn't paying much attention to Bob, because like it would have definitely been metagaming if I was like, yeah, he throws the moat like here, and fireball goes around corners.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's your choice.
Fancy, how much health do you have?
0 currently.
Max.
Let me check. 30.
30, okay. I feel like 20 something.
No, I luckily have not been overcut. Barely, because I was down to like 17.
Imagine fucking Phoenix's character if something had actually like below 40 or something.
Character been in the session for 2 days.
Yoto says, I don't think I will, and you're in no position. In fact, I might just get rid of you now.
Oh boy. So,
Alright, death save time. Let's go.
Let's roll 20s, boys. Come on.
Mom, I believe in you.
Let's roll some 20s. Okay,
7.
that's not
That's a
funny.
fail.
Let's fail.
Oh shit, conductor. Oh no.
Mr. President is dead. He's
Yep.
gone. But not forgotten.
The conductor. Okay.
Alright.
Donut hole?
Let's see, that's net 1.
Oh no. Come on, 20.
Oh,
Nope.
close.
8.
Really unlucky for everyone so far.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was a weird fucking roll. Okay.
5. Okay.
I like the dice rolls, but when they just kind of go, eh, it doesn't feel nice, does it?
Great.
Bob it straight back round to you.
Bob looks around the corner and is like, I heard that sounded bad. Oh boy. Oh no.
Hey
Oh,
guys, everything. Oh.
Oh. Oh, that's.
Yeah, if you throw us another fireball, I
Oh, I have
think we
advantage.
might
I have
be dead.
advantage. I have advantage.
Oh,
On what?
You,
What?
Yes,
you,
yes.
he has advantage on that.
Alright.
Oh, yes, man.
It's
There we go.
one-
So it's one success. Yeah.
Glad you
That's what I get for
told
being dead already.
Still.
really hard for him to
I-
kill one.
He can still overkill us with that with another fireball, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can throw a fireball in there, hit all your max health.
Okay, so Bob sort of looks over to Abby excuse me, miss. What happened?
He launched a fireball. I think I need your help.
Okay. Where is the young man?
Through the door.
Oh boy. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna look outside the window. Can I see him from here?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. Would it take... Can I just open the window?
Yeah, they're pretty easily open. This is like a public restaurant. People open and close these things all the time. There's no like locking or
Alright.
anything on them.
I'll tell you what. You messed with the wrong bird. Yeah, I throw an ice name.
Hey, give me a roll.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh.
He did mess
Bob,
with the wrong
Bob,
bird.
Bob throws open the window and just hucks this ice knife.
Alright, off it goes, off it flies. Let's see the damage. That'll be 2d10 now.
Yep.
Aw.
5.
Still has to make the dex save though. Not death
He
save.
still has to make the dex save.
Which he fails.
Ah, yeah!
Does the crit double the dex save damage as well, or is it just like normal?
I'll let it.
Okay,
It-
It was cool.
so 4d6 cold?
Yeah, roll 4d6.
Go, dice!
Oh.
Hey! Now that's what I'm talking about, baby!
That makes up for the fucking 2d10s.
So,
Literally.
so he's bloodied now.
Oh,
He was not.
He was not. He was on.
Yeah.
He hadn't been attacked because Abby cast suggestion. She didn't want anyone to attack him.
You're a
But
very
then-
just
then he
cast
broke out
fucking.
of it.
You're a very just cast a fucking 5th level fireball, right, Fancy?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was
Level
wondering-
9 or higher.
yeah.
But we're
I was wondering why Fireball was so strong.
Okay, Bob throws this out.
It was statistically likely that you'd side with Abby, and if you look at the action economy, there's so many more of you that you kind of needed to be that level.
yeah, it makes sense.
And also 9th level spellcasters are still only CR4.
That was the best one I ever threw in. Okay.
Now I can die happy.
Well,
Ugh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No!
That was the best one I ever threw. Too bad no one was alive to see it.
Alright. Do your worst, wizard man.
Hey Bob, it was nice knowing you. I think you
It was
pissed
nice
this guy
having
off.
this party. It was really a great campaign, guys.
See you later, guys.
Don't hold back, KJ. Give it to us.
And I'm sure there's a lot of things still going through this character's head, though.
Sure.
Well, he once heard, you're a witness now, Bob.
Yeah, I'm sure he still wants to kill her, and she's also very hurt.
I think you're just going to be caught in in like the back blast, you know?
I think I'm just gonna die from the fucking back. You're right.
Hey, well, if Aulyia ends today, we have 3 new days open soon.
Jesus Christ, everything ends all at once. Like, what the fuck?
He rushes in.
Oh,
Okay. Here we go.
You are next. And he points and hurls this 4-inch diameter sphere of energy, and as it's thrown, it sort of melds colors and warps until it turns red, and we'll see if it hits Abby.
oh, so he walks in, points to Bob, you're next, and throws us at her, right?
No, he points. Right.
He does point at Bob and say you're next, and then he swivels his finger around,
Okay,
sort of pointing at Abby, and then this thing flies.
Just wanted to double check.
And a 15 will hit her.
Well, that's the end of that.
Yeah,
Maybe not. Probably not.
She may survive.
she could survive, but...
She takes 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yep, and she's up.
Okay. Yay.
Wait, was that a chromatic orb, right? That
Yeah,
spell?
yeah,
And he rolled a 6. Okay.
Roll a
yeah,
six on a chromatic
yeah.
Poor
orb.
guy.
He did. He rolled 6 damage on the front.
You're way too familiar with low damage D8s, right, Xenox?
Yeah, I am.
It happens.
It's nice when someone else gets it.
Oh boy. Okay, it's
Are you still keeping the cloud of daggers here, Nikki?
I mean, just in case.
Alright.
Maybe
No
he'll
mercy
step
for-
into it.
I have to think for a second. Give me a minute.
Okay. I also like the variant of Bob somehow escapes this, and then everybody makes a new character with me.
Bob's like, okay, recruiting time.
Alright, I guess I'm the boss for now. I'm out of retirement. Alright.
Just fuck off. And she launches these darts as she now point with like her combined 7 fingers as these darts just fly out and impale Yodel.
Oh. He's a Leahy ho? Oh boy.
She deals 28 damage and knocks him unconscious
Hey! We did it.
using her 5th level spell slot.
We did it, fam.
Cast magic missile.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I'm not gonna question that.
She's seen him cast shield. She knows how magic works. They're dead.
Wait, so you didn't have shield up at that time? No?
Even if he did, it's magic. It's
Doesn't shield block magic missile though?
yeah. So Yotel. You're right. She casts fireball.
Okay.
She what?
Don't mind me. I'm being dumb.
Yeah, I was like, I thought you just knew that was easy on us.
He fails the save and dies. He's dead.
Okay. I'm assuming the fireball didn't hit anybody else, right?
It did not.
Like he's spreading it from outside.
Yeah.
Not like in the
It would be
corner.
fucking funny. Like, oh, it's like, you know what? Fuck you. Blows up entire bar.
Now who lives?
Who lives and who dies?
Alana could die if I roll a 1 here.
Yeah.
Nope, that's one
Okay.
success.
That's an 18? That's one success. Okay. What about the conductor, you know?
We don't know. We may never know. Or we'll know when it's
We'll
all
never
over.
know. Heavy's
We'll
guards
know
are
when we
dead.
try to pick him up and he's just a corpse.
Alright. Be a really good time to roll a 20 here.
It would be a great time to roll a 20, wouldn't it? Oh,
Right.
well, that's a 13. You know, that's one success.
That's, I mean, it's still what we call a chance.
Advantage. Roll that 20, baby. Come on. Roll the 20. Two successes. Great.
That's true.
Well,
Okay. Bob is not dead.
Yet.
Oh boy. Alright. Thanks for getting that guy. Come on, buddy. Stay with me. Bob is going to try and medicine Dovin again.
hey, give me a roll.
What is my medicine? It's good. That's good.
Why are these dice not disappearing? What's going on?
They disappear after a while. It's just they're different from these dice rollers.
Okay.
Ah.
An 8 is not enough.
Oh, this entire bar is on fire, isn't it?
Sort
I
of.
think it is. I mean,
Because it's all wood and not being worn or carried.
Then again, it is magical fire, so it's up to KJ's.
It specifies in Fireball that it's like
It's on fire. Yeah.
It's on fire.
Yeah, it
In
does
this
specify
case,
ignite spell. We gotta get people out of here, Bob.
I feel like people might die from the fire too in the smoke.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not strong is the problem here. I wonder if I can drag these people. Let's see. How heavy is Dovin?
Dolvin weighs 333
I
pounds.
cannot drag you.
Mhm.
It is literally impossible for me to drag you. Alright.
I'm probably.
How much do
I'm
you weigh?
drivable. I'm anorexic as fuck because I'm dead.
How much do you weigh?
Let's see. About 110 pounds.
Okay, I can drag you.
Alana's like 86, but I don't think Bob would go for her.
I feel like we need to combine the weight of everything you have on you, right?
86.
That's what I did.
86 plus. Jesus, now how dare you make me do math?
I'm sorry, but it's important.
Trying to get my calculator up while my phone's buzzing or something.
Like, do you not just have? If you look on the inventory on the top of that page, it says like the combined weight of what you're carrying with you.
Yeah, that's just what I'm carrying with me and not including my character weight.
Yeah, just
136, including everything.
136? Okay, so I can drag both Alana and Horizon out, probably. I don't know how much the conductor weighs. I don't know about that one, but I'm sorry, Dovin. You're a bit too heavy for it. I did a medicine check. I moved
think we were from here. So.
Yeah, so 50. 5, 15, 20. And the medicine check, was that an action? The medicine check? Or?
An
Yeah.
action, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I can't really. I'm gonna get over to Horizon, I guess.
Yeah, 115.
And that'll be Bob's turn, and Bob is just gonna look at Abby and be like, "Oh, this isn't good. This is not good."
I'll try and help.
All right.
I think Natalia is just dead at this point.
Yeah, that
Shit.
I guess.
Abby is going to try and help Alana. Alana, you're stabilized.
Nice.
As Abby also tracks you.
Oh boy, this white lizard man is gonna fucking have it. She ruined her coat.
Don't worry, that wasn't ignited yet.
So you're not dead, but you're being dragged by Abby.
Not dead yet.
Alana's stable.
I have to do a very creepy right now.
Okay. Gods are dead. Tobin.
Come on, Dylan. Give me the 20.
Okay, that's
That's a
barely a
10.
success.
Yeah, barely.
Barely. Not
You
a
won't even, it
skeleton.
shouldn't be a success,
It
but
was
it's a success.
Yeah.
It need...
No, I find it funny.
shouldn't be.
No, if you wanted it to be like exactly even, I found it funny
Yeah,
how
I
like
know.
that.
Like that's not the way they design it to be.
I know, I'm just
exactly
saying,
even.
but that
Sundara,
is
it's a
this.
joke.
Yeah.
Says here, buddy, it's a 50-50 chance. Looks like you're in the grave.
Are you gonna get up, or are you just gonna be stable?
Let's see.
Who knows?
Let's see.
Good thing I have an advantage.
Well, he's stable.
Yep, I'm stabilized.
Okay. So now the real question is, will Dylan be stabilized or will he roll a 1? Or will I stabilize him?
You know what is interesting? I don't know how this works. I'm gonna have to ask you, KJ. But the thing I have, the deathless nature thing, means I can long rest in 4 hours.
Yes,
Right.
it does.
So if I'm unconscious for 4 hours, would I get a long rest from that? Because I'm in a completely motionless state.
No, I don't think you can long rest.
Okay.
Being knocked out like this.
Alright,
Alright.
well, Bob is gonna once again attempt a medicine check on Sylvan.
Ooh, rub your hands together, close your cheeks.
Put your hands together.
Hey!
Come on, Bob, stay with me!
From his time up in the mountains, there's no freaking medical services around there.
Yeah,
Bob has learned a thing or two.
Bob is proficient in medicine. Yeah.
There's that time that Bob was out in the ocean on his own on a raft.
With this 20, I'll also let you, in your adrenaline moment, get Dovin Lake outside the door.
You just fucking like pencil roll him out on you. I love it.
Just hear a noise of clank, clank, clank as his armor rolls.
I mean, it's not in his armor. That's 4 hours unconscious though.
Oh, yeah, I need to read.
Oh yeah.
4.
You're not stable yet, Fancy. You're not
I
there.
am.
Wait,
Fuck
are you
off.
stable?
Yeah.
Wait, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Abby's
she's stabilized,
dead,
so
but,
okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then. I get fucked you too.
Why are we only now rolling high?
Oh,
Come
no.
on!
It's
guess
not that big of a deal.
No, I know. It's just kind of funny.
That's Bob.
Okay.
The question is the conductor dead or alive?
Who knows? 20 conductor.
Conductor, stand up.
Okay. I was gonna check on the conductor, I guess.
Okay.
Obviously, yeah, pull him out first. I'm a completely random person.
You're proficient in medicine, so I'm not even gonna have you roll. The conductor is stable. He just rolled his last success.
Okay,
Ooh.
great. Well, the conductor seems pretty light. Can Bob drag him?
Yeah, you can grab.
Alright. He's gonna drag him outside.
Abby will drag the other two over this course of time, and combat's fairly quick, and takes a while for stuff to burn. There's fire pretty much nearly everywhere.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm going to imagine that after the fucking fireball, she can see my face clear as day.
Yeah, probably.
So here comes the choice of does she leave me or not? In there, I am undead.
She doesn't leave
Okay,
you.
I wouldn't blame her.
I think I need to go get our firefighting services.
Yeah, you do
I w-
that.
I can find some people to help move your friends. Perhaps another tavern.
That will be very nice, young lady.
I'll talk to some people. If you just wait outside here, if people come, just tell them what happened. Tell them Abby says you're on the right side of things. If anybody asks, no, I don't want you being arrested.
Alright. Well.
Actually, here you can show them this. And Abby takes a ring off of her finger and gives it to you. People know that's my ring.
Can't wait for this to fucking backfire if Bob wasn't one in persuasion. Like, we know you killed her and took the ring for immunity.
Oh.
Where's the body?
This is where Bob runs. He has the magical ring.
Let's go.
Well, actually, Bobby's just gonna look at the ring. Yeah.
It's a signet ring with like an emblem, and it sort of has like a heart in it, but not like a cartoon love heart. It's like a biologically correct emblem of a heart.
Hmm. Okay.
Hey, Bob, you might want to cover people's eyes from me.
Hmm?
I'm looking ugly over here.
Just to say he kind of looks burnt. His face got burnt.
Well, this is a pretty, this isn't the best night.
At any point while you're waiting, Nikki, does Bob at any point remove Dogen's helmet, or is it just like keeping the helmet on? Let him keep the helmet on.
Well, go search around. Would there be anything special about it? Once he removes it?
Yeah, when you remove the helmet, you can see that his skin is it's gray. You might have noticed that from before, from other times you've spent with him. Like it's very noticeable gray and not human. He doesn't have any hair on his head, and when you see in when you look at his face, the main thing that sticks out to you the first is a large shard that's stuck into his eye.
Ah,
that seems to be impaled into the.
guess that's the filling, huh?
Dovin Law. Dovin Law.
Oh, alright. That's interesting. Anything on the conductor?
Anything? Oh.
What would happen if you take off the legendary conductor hat?
Taking off the conductor's hat. You can see that the conductor has like blonde streaks at the top of his hair. You can't see any. All the rest of his hair is dark, but he has like blonde streaks on the top. But it's always covered by his top hat. You've never really seen it.
Cat.
No, there's no cats in here.
Searching the conductor things. The conductor has a note in his pocket.
Ooh. Well, what kind of person would Bob be to not read it?
Okay. You read this note. I have to remind myself of some things, so I'm quickly going to read.
Okay. Fair enough.
Better not search me, Nicky.
What do you mean I'm searching everybody?
Oh boy.
Look, this isn't a golden opportunity for Bob. You're all defenseless.
Yeah, you want to go find out what people are hiding from him and say, yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're discreet about it, we might not even know that we were searched for all the information.
He just fucking looks at our inventory.
I mean, all I'm saying is if you're hiding something, and it's a bad thing, something Bob doesn't like, I mean...
You read this note, and it says conductor, if you could meet us in the capital in the east, we can discuss further our plans. Thank you for your cooperation in helping the West. And then there's the name of the tavern, a date which is seemingly 3 weeks from now,
Oh my god.
and a time of 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
He's a Westist.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on. So it's 8 p.m. Does it say where?
Yeah, let me get you the name of this tavern, because I remember it's a tavern, but I can't remember its name. Where's Why did that not work? Is this going to work? It did work. The name of the tavern is where is it? Name of the tavern is front fun.
Front fun.
Yep.
Okay. That's some interesting info. Okay. I mean, I will search. I will search Horizon too. He is the new guy. Gotta see if he's hiding anything bad.
Okay, the only thing that you find on him, literally the only thing that isn't on the tile, is an ancient silver coin dated back, an ancient silver coin of Aulyia dated back to before the shadow.
Hmm. Interesting. Alright. Does good old Onion have anything special?
No, I think the only thing special really she has is a letter from a dead colleague, which, with KJ's permission, I will spin into a letter from her parents.
Alright.
Yes, she does not have colleagues.
Yeah, sure, it can be a letter from your parents.
Ooh, family issues.
Bob takes out like little magnifying glass, like.
It is unopened.
Not for long.
After some time, and you rifling through everybody's stuff, Abby does come back here herself. And she's sort of surprised to see like no one with you. She like runs.
No.
Did you get questioned at all? Did anybody come?
Questions? No, nobody came over. I've been here just alone, sitting here.
He says, pilfering through somebody's pockets.
Odd. There's a clear fire. Anyway, the taverns appear to all be booked up. I have some people coming here to deal with this fire, but I think honestly this tavern might be a lost cause. Some of it's stone, but most of it was wood.
Hey, did somebody leave their belongings in the tavern?
I think.
Doven?
I think everyone but you did.
Bold of you to assume I have belongings.
Sorry, KJ, but I just realized that Doven's arm is gone.
I mean, the fire is here. It's not here
I
yet.
realized, Enox, that's why Bob didn't find anything else on Doven.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, is it magic armor?
Fuck no.
No. You don't have anything magical.
I feel like that armor might melt from the fire as well.
Yeah, it probably will.
Yeah.
You can come to my place instead.
Well, if you're offering.
I think he would be carrying his coin pouch on him though, so like if you want.
I'm not gonna steal your money, that's not what Bob cares about.
Yeah.
Boys, you can come around the corner, you don't have to hide.
I'm mainly saying in case KJ has any objections, if he wants to be strict and say, no, yeah, you didn't carry your money with you outside and that.
I'll let you have your money. There's some people that have been around the corner, just sort of like hiding.
No! Sheila's gone!
What?
It's so Doven.
Hmm?
Sheila's gun was you carrying it.
Yeah, that's also gone.
Wait, was he wearing the hat even?
Look, there's a stone wall here. The stuff might be okay.
Hat's also gone.
No!
Probably not got long left. Just, Katie, just let us know when we hear 168 bullets go off all at once.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it'll be very audible when it gets to that stuff.
Can you carry the conductor, please?
Me? Yeah, sure. I am old, but I haven't lost all my strength yet.
He said, dragging the conductor by his feet.
Abby's house isn't too far away, and it takes you a while, but eventually you get there.
Oh, Abby, what a house. Okay, so I assume we're like here.
Yep.
This map. I have
I
used
do
this map
have to
before in a
say,
one-shot that I ran for some
very
friends.
kind of you.
It's no problem. I feel like I owe you. Part of the reason I confronted them in a public space when I should have done it privately.
Yeah. Sure enough.
Get back down to size, misters.
Come on, we'll have to lug them up the stairs if we want to put them on a bed.
Alright.
I like the touch of there's 2 people on those. On top of them.
And eventually, everybody is lugged upstairs. There's some effort. It takes like maybe everyone to get Doven up the stairs because that's harder than just normally carrying somebody.
Be careful with the big guy. Don't damage him.
Oh, whoops, they accidentally slip and drop him down the stairs, causing him to take 35 damage.
And
Yeah.
From every step is a 1d6.
Alright, thank you, boys. You can go now.
good job.
It's a nod and take care of yourself, Abby. Doing this could still be assassinations around, and then they leave. Leaving just Bob and Abby.
Well, you don't mind if I sit down, right?
Sure, take a seat.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Bob, if you'll give me a second, I have some things I want to give you.
Oh,
To say thank you. You didn't have to help.
yeah, well, really, I mean, no one's the one who ordered us to help, kind of. But I follow what the boss says. And, I think it was the right decision, even if we did get blown up. Well, they did. I hide behind them.
I feel awful knowing that you could have died at my hand. If you give me just a moment, I'll be back.
Alright.
Did Bob put the helmet back on Logan, or did he just...
Yeah, you can
Okay.
put it back.
Yeah, just want to make sure.
He didn't
I
take
also-
any of the stuff he, like, looked at. He just
Yeah, I
like,
know
Also,
you were just looking
I have
through.
a
I just
really
was
nice image
curious if
of-
you purposely like would just leave the helmet off or something like that.
I have a nice image of Bob like walking around with like a little gun like, here, try to see what's under the helmet. Ah! He just puts it back on like, That's the worst thing I've ever seen in 200 years of living.
To specify, like, I should say, in the past you've seen him like open up like part of the flap on the front to like open up room for his mouth to put food in. But like,
yeah.
probably not seen him fully without the helmet before.
Yeah. Bob didn't really mind. I mean, who's he to judge? He's a bird.
Who's he to mind? He's in front of God.
Does this house have a fireplace, KJ? Nice warm fireplace. I think it's
It does, yeah.
Probably down here, seems like
Yeah.
fireplace.
Yeah, down here.
okay. Bob is going to just take the liberty of going downstairs, sensing
Sure.
the heat. That's nice.
Eventually Abby finds you downstairs.
Oh, sorry, I moved downstairs because there was a warm fireplace here.
She's carrying like a satchel, and from out of it she puts down on the table 3 different potions, a scroll, and some sort of like token thing.
Hmm.
If you look in Aulyia General, it's the like one with the like dark blue.
The dark blue one, the dark blue feathers.
Yeah.
Okay. Neat. What are these?
They're all magical items or Praken items, if you want to label it that way. But
Ah,
you should keep these hidden. Make sure nobody sees that you have them. But they'll help you, and they've been a part of my family.
ah.
You've seen the sort of things I can do.
You know what they do?
Yes. Let me talk you through. This is a fan feather token. When on a ship, you can toss it up, and a giant flapping fan will appear, and the fan blows wind into one of the sails.
Hmm. So, is it only for sails, or can it blow wind and other stuff too?
It appears to be some sort of magic. You have to be on a boat or a ship.
Hmm. Interesting. Oddly specific. Could help us out though.
In terms of the other things, one of these potions, this one, is a potion of heroism.
Ooh.
It'll make you feel a little bit, you know,
More heroic?
basically, yes. It'll give you a boost while you're fighting. This other one is just a generic potion of healing. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Ah, that would be useful.
And this is a potion of frost giant strength. If you drink this,
Oh.
you'll get considerable strength.
Oh.
Um, this
KJ, steroids aren't a thing in this world, right?
no.
Okay. Ah, interesting.
And the spell scroll is for a spell known as Magic Mouth. I don't know if you're familiar with such a spell.
Hmm.
I can't really understand it. I just know it's for a spell called Magic
Magic
Mouth.
mouth.
Perhaps if you read the scroll, you might understand.
Yeah, Bubba's gonna take it and gonna have a peek later. Ah, well, that's. Thank you. Those are really, they're very kind.
Well, I'm one of the only council members left, so even more responsibility on me.
Yes. So, I'm not exactly too precise on of the current political dramas going on here, but would you consider what happened tonight a victory?
Partly, perhaps nobody will be messing with Milver Peak for a while, but this ongoing, underlying war,
Hmm.
I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. It's not a civil war yet, but it's brewing.
There's a civil war brewing, huh? Oh.
The fold, the shadow, it's separated us for quite a while now, and the West is becoming radical. They want to be independent.
So it's between the ones who want to be independent and the ones who don't want them to be independent, I guess. All right. Well, that's interesting. And what side are you on, then?
I feel like we need a united Lucia. Even if the fold separates us, we need to stick together, trade between the East and the West, get everybody the things they need so they can survive. That's why Milver Peak was part of the attack. It's a main thoroughfare. A skiff will come through from Whittle and arrive here. It's how most travel through the shadow is done.
Tell me, Abby. How old are you? How long have you lived?
Oh, me? I'm 29.
29. Well, all right. You've got some time left, so how much
I'd like to
ambition
think
do
I
you
have quite a lot of time left.
Of course. We all have some time left. But you do have a lot of it. So, are you ambitious? What do you hope to spend that time with? What's your goal?
I hope to run Milver Peak for as long as I can. I mean, I love it here. I started young. I could be part of the council for another 40 years.
Great. It is great that you do have as much time as you have.
Do you not live very long?
Well, you know how it is with us birds. We don't really live as long as you humans do.
I
I'm an
think
old
you're the
man.
first bird. I don't know the term I've ever met.
Well, some of us call us skenku, but really, I mean, I'm just a bird. An old bird. I probably got around 10 more years left, I'd say. So, I don't have a lot to do.
That's a lot of time. I'm sure you'll do some great things.
Maybe. If I even live that long, I mean, that's a high estimate. Yeah, if I do, though. I guess the only thing I can do during that time is, well, talk about mostly.
Would you like to hear some of the history of this town? I can tell you all about Milver Peak.
That is very interesting. You know, I've never been around this part of the world. Might as well learn some stuff about it too.
Well, then let me educate you. I'm not gonna bore you with the lore
Okay,
history
yeah.
of this random place. It's quite important because it's like over the fold, and there is a history. Basically, if this ever comes up, if it's ever important, I might just tell Nikki, or I'll give advantage, depending on how obscure it is.
All right, great.
But this general area now, Bob has like nearly expert knowledge of because he's listened to Abby drone on about this. She's very passionate about this place.
Yeah.
Over this course of time of Abby wobbling on, Sinox, you'd be around first.
Okay.
Actually, the
I did roll a
conductor-
3, whereas everyone else did roll a 4.
The
I
conductor
don't know. I
might
got
be
the
around
conductor.
first. Actually,
Don't know what the
I never
expert-
even rolled for him. The conductor was around first.
Oh,
I just put the conductor
Okay.
downstairs. Eventually, the conductor like wobbles his way downstairs.
Hmm.
Still looks like fairly injured, but he just sits next to you, Bob, and like listens to this history lesson.
I see.
And then you are next,
Let
as
me
you find
roll.
yourself in a bed.
Let me roll my short rest hit points.
No, you don't short rest,
You don't
Xenox.
short rest.
Oh, you just get a 1,
You
don't
just
you? Okay.
regain 1 hit.
Yeah,
You just regain
no.
1 hit
Okay.
point.
I thought that the extra one, the one extra was in the short rest happens. But okay.
We don't. There is no 1 extra,
Eh.
Xenox.
Oh, I thought you had a short rest. Okay.
No.
No, you just regain 1 hit point, and then you most likely short rest, but like you don't have to if you don't want to short rest.
Yeah, you can
after
get up
regain.
right
Okay.
now with 1 hit point.
When he finally comes to consciousness, he pulls himself out of the bed, looks down, grabs his gear, and like shield up, sword pointing forward, is going to make his way to the door and start walking through the house
Alright.
as though he's in enemy terrain right now because he's woke up nowhere.
That's interesting.
Now's the time. Takes out sword.
Now it's time to kill everybody but me.
Get up with 5 hit points, bitch.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
what?
We've been taken somewhere.
Right. Last thing I remember was a finger erupting into flames. But here we are.
Be ready.
Yes.
Does anybody else hear all that creaking upstairs? I think they might be
Hmm.
awake.
Yeah, I think they are. Don't worry, they'll come down themselves.
I think I hear Bob.
That's such a yeah. If you're awake up there, you can come down. I'll get you something to drink. You can clearly hear Abby's voice.
At this point, he puts the sword under his arm, under his shield arm.
Yeah, Dolan was going to stow the Morning Star and head down. I'm sorry, Fancy.
so long.
Told to go down.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm not annoyed about it, don't worry.
How you feeling, don't it?
I feel alright.
Come, have a seat.
I'm not sure what happened, but I take it that you must have helped keep us alive.
Well, to cut it short, we got blown up by a giant fireball.
Fancy, you are brought back with 8 hit points.
She
As
immediately
Horizon stands over you and says, "Hello, little one."
I was able to patch you up, though.
She immediately tries to fire something at you, but to not be an asshole, I will fireball the ceiling instead.
No, no, no! We're setting this house on fire.
Ice bolt,
No.
not firebolt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Apparently, we're okay.
Ew.
I take it that you and the one you was fighting us at the bar was have some conflict between you magic users.
That was mainly,
a civil war going on.
yeah, I was just explaining this to Bob. There's mainly an east to west conflict.
Eh,
I was told magic was illegal. Was I
no, it is.
mistaken? And also rare.
Eh,
Yes. So, some are better at hiding it than others.
It's a secret to be kept, but if you're about to die, what's the point? You might as well save yourself.
true enough.
Good point. I would hope that some would be better at hiding it than others, though, as he looks over at Bob.
Hmm? How's your wounds?
I'll be fine.
Alright, make sure to tell me if any of them get unstitched. I tried patching you up as best as I could, but I didn't really have much.
Do you mind telling us what happened? I have a feeling people died.
Well, I think that 2 guards died, and I think another one died, and yeah, a bunch of people did die.
Well, people come and leave Moverpeak all the time, but your tool was strange. It was a while after they arrived that these killings started happening. I suppose not to arouse too much suspicion, but it could be connected eventually. The evidence was too much. And
Mention the tavern.
I'm getting there. When I caught him flash his hands, I noticed a brief sort of movement of incantation one time, and then I knew that it was likely him. Only somebody with magic could make a cat appear at every scene.
Well,
So I decided to confront him in that public space, and that was my mistake. And that is the reason why all of you are now here. And to apologize for that, I've decided that I should help you with some things that I've shown Bob, and you can now see on the table. And you can all see the 3 potions, the scroll, and this feather token.
This one's gonna come in useful, and this one's for boats.
wasn't the lizard man at the other murder also?
I believe he was, yes. To get into more details about what exactly it started before you arrived, when I confronted Yotl, he knew he was trapped. He had a goal to kill me, so he attempted to shoot me. But I am a Praken, and I use my magic to make him shoot somebody else instead.
So that's why it looked like he was. You just. So that's why it looked like you made him shoot his own ally once we arrived at the scene.
Yes, and I was trying to end it with as least violence as possible. That's why Yoto was stuck for so long. I was using a suggestion spell to try and keep him in place. But my spell was broken when I was attacked.
Well, I suggest you try and keep that use of break magic in the future to a minimum in the future. As you
I'm
said,
sure she
it's a
knows
good
how
idea
to handle herself, Donut.
don't speak to me about about knowing how to handle themselves, Bob.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm the only one who emerged there unharmed.
Man, going to get food was such a big mistake.
Either way, boss. I'm glad you're alive.
Thank you, but that doesn't gloss over the issue that it was completely unnecessary to throw out that magic spell that you did.
You're right. I am just a bobber.
No, that's not everything.
Where is he going?
He'll come back. If not, then he wasn't really meant for this job to begin with.
You know, I'm starting to have second thoughts about this.
Alright. You're free to leave at any point.
Where would I go now?
It's for you to decide.
At this point, she looks down and probably notices that her pristine white clothing is fucked to crap.
You have money. You could very easily just settle down and just forget about us if you really want.
No. I won't.
Just keep in mind that you have that option open.
I mean, I told Sheila I was gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it.
If you don't mind me asking, why were you here in the first place?
We're traveling. This was mostly just a mid-stop for our current destination.
Oh? You're going to where?
But 1 second, I gotta check my notes.
Depends how specific you want to be.
Yeah. Like I think it would just specify the city we're going to.
Yeah, the capital's Cadaverku.
Yes, we're heading to Cadaverku.
Oh, business in the capital. I suppose you're from. But you certainly don't look like you come from the west. But I'm assuming that's where you came from.
I come from the middle.
Yes, you are certainly interesting.
As you speak up that you're from the middle, Dolvin just stamps his foot on your toes, Russell.
Do you want to roll damage?
No.
Look, I'm not here to judge about any of you. I have my own secrets that I've been hiding, and you don't have to say anything to me.
Thank you. I don't want to pry into your private business either. The main reason I helped you during that scuffle was because I know how hard some Krakens can have it, and seeing you use your Kraken magic like that, you must have certainly had a reason to do so. I want to cry.
Well, I can't help but feel bad for the situation that I put you all in. You are welcome to stay for as long as you want.
Thank you. We will most likely leave tomorrow, so I appreciate the gesture of letting us stay here.
Well, help yourself to anything around. I'm going to have a bath very quickly because I desperately need it. Abby's going to go upstairs, trusting these strangers in her house.
I ditched the bath after her.
You've all been around. You've spent enough time to notice that Abby has a very big house just for herself.
Yeah. Fancy the little trick Alana pulled during the battle with like ice bolting into daggers. Is that something that Dovin would notice, obviously, or is it? Or do you feel like he wouldn't really notice that you tried to cast ice bolt in that situation?
I mean, I don't know if Ice Bolt has thermal components, so
And somatic, so probably.
you
So.
would probably notice there's some repeating patterns every time she pulls out the daggers. But she does try to do it in a way where it does not look like she's casting a spell.
Alana, if you're already trying to stab for someone with a dagger, you do not need to add unnecessary magic flair to that. It was obvious from a mile away what you were trying to do.
Right.
Don't use it unless when you need to do it.
But she was gonna die otherwise.
It had pretty much no other effect on that scenario. If you plan accordingly and then act according to that. Don't try and sneak in some practice with your magic when you don't need to.
No, but I can't.
Either cast magic or stab with your dagger.
I can't hit really well, so magic helps.
Then try and cast magic when you really need it. Otherwise, stay back.
Can't be useless. Gotta do something.
Bob wasn't useless. He stood back. He stood back and held his ground. Even though he used magic, he at least did so from a distance. Took advantage of that. You're just getting yourself into needless danger and being a burden. Don't be a burden.
What else? I'll try and forget. She shrinks into the corner.
Oh man, today was a day. Jesus. Well, she still has those beds. I think I'm gonna lie down.
Yes, I probably borrow one of those beds as well.
Oh, this
So what
fucking
did you-
sucks.
So what did you do when you swore that you would kill that one man, Horizon? That's some of your magic as well.
Mhm. Call it focus.
Doesn't matter what I want to call it. What matters is what people will assume of it. Seemed pretty magical to me.
I don't think it matters what I do. My face was like this.
Well, it's not going to help if you're disguised when you're spouting magic as well. Also, I'd prefer if you don't try and kill someone when it's not necessary.
Wasn't the plan. The only things I fought before this were shadows and similar creatures.
Alright, just
Uttering
keep
that
in mind-
death was only natural to me.
Right. Just keep in mind that sometimes if you're not sure whether you can keep someone alive or if you might accidentally kill them, sometimes it might be better to err on the side of caution and think more defensively. Prioritize protecting yourself and then and before winning a battle. goes for you too, Alana.
What? I can
Protect yourself before before prioritizing on winning a battle.
protect
I know
myself.
enough of protecting myself. What my life is. Don't doubt my ability to do that.
Right, then you'll have to prove it, because the only one that has proven that they can protect themselves at the moment is Bob. He's
Well,
not
let
here
me go
at
first,
the
fine.
moment to give you advice, but so I'll have to act that in his stead. He might be frail and old, but his experience is invaluable.
But he also lived to be frail and old.
That's what I'm saying. His experience that got him that frail and old is what makes him valuable. I'll head off to bed, trying to take the words I've spoken to you to heart.
Window.
Ah.
Monkey.
Monkey. It was like, it was like, what time was it? I'm trying to remember. How long did I let you sleep for?
About 4 hours, because I got a long rest in.
3, right? Because you're on 3 in the default.
No, it was. He let us rest 4 hours beforehand, at least. Because I got a long rest in, and then then we got knocked out.
I imagine the time that Bob spent in the house was around 4 hours, so it probably was kind of a short rest. Yeah. It doesn't really matter though.
I say it's like 6 a.m. right now.
6 a.m.
Yeah, because it was late, and then you had a little bit of a rest before, and then the gunshot went off, and then you have to spend all this time dragging people to Abby's house, and they all lie down. They were unconscious for a long time, Dover. So I'd say right now it's about 6 a.m. And if people wanna long rest and wake up in like the afternoon, feel free.
Okay.
What's Bob doing? 'Cause Bob went away.
Yeah, Bob left. Bob, since it's kind of late, is Bob tired? He did take a little rest in there, but...
Yeah, I'd say Bob's pretty tired because it's like 6 a.m. and he hasn't really slept yet.
Okay, so he would go to, like, another tavern or somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, to rest there.
He's gonna pay for a room and have a
Yeah,
sleep.
he'll pay for a room. Yeah, he has the money.
Yeah, just take away 5 copper.
Okay, I'll take away 5 copper. After taking that long rest, Bob would likely go to that bar that burned down. And he would be looking for whatever is left of the things that were in there. More specifically, he would be looking for that hat.
I think Dolvin would also like go straight back to to the tavern that we stayed at, like in the morning, and like look over the record, just so maybe we meet up there.
Yeah, Bob would be nearer, probably. Maybe? I don't know.
I
But Bob comes there first, or
I
we
say
go.
Bob was already there by the time Doman gets there, but like Bob hasn't had a chance to like look through stuff yet, and there's like other people there as well, including the bartender who you saw run out the other day.
So how does it look at the burnt down tavern,
Uh,
or is it burnt down at all?
there's like clear damage, and like the main like room is pretty much just like complete charred wood, but it seems that Abby's like help that came to like firefight this
Hmm.
stopped it from spreading, and there's stone walls, sort of large sections of stone with wooden beams that separate the rooms from like everywhere else, and there was like a door that ended up being closed.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay. So
so
would you say that the entire building is most of it like completely like knocked down, or is it like still standing?
it's not like a building that's like collapsed or anything. It's like a building that's like pretty much you can see like the bare ground pretty much all over the room because the wooden floor is like burnt away. But um, what is currently keeping it's like slightly tilted because what is currently keeping the structure up standing, and they probably wouldn't let people inside because it might collapse, is the stone. Most of the supports are made of stone and not wood, and the wood is like decoration in between. So the structural integrity of this building was mainly based around stone foundation. And most of this is like charred stone, and you're like out there and there's like some people around, and you can see that they're sort of being kind of restrictive. They're not letting people check out the building. There's a couple of guards on watch.
Excuse me, sir.
uh yes, what is it, bird?
Oh, well, um, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Bob, and well, I stayed at that tavern last night. Um, and I think that there was something in there that's went missing. I didn't, as it burnt down. Um, would it be fine if somebody could go at least look at it, look for it? I can go in and look for it myself if you want.
What are you exactly looking for here, Bob?
Well, I can't exactly imagine that it didn't burn away, but I was looking for just a regular hat. It's pretty simple design, but leather hat,
Emerald in it.
got an emerald on it.
Let's see what we can find.
If you find the emerald at least, that would be good.
Sure.
Thank you, young man. I'll just wait here, if that is fine.
While you're waiting, Dovan approaches, and I really need to pee, so I'm gonna pee.
Okay. Oh, so you're here too, Bob.
Oh, hello there, young man.
You know we're welcome to stay at your house too, right?
Excuse me, you must be mistaking me for somebody. Do you have a grandfather?
No, but I would have known if I were mistaken. Drop the act.
The act? I'm not so
Yes.
sure what you mean. I don't have any children. I've never had a grandson. Or a granddaughter. I'm just
Right.
an old bird.
Well, if you're so delusional, I suppose we might as well just leave you here then.
Well, you may be right. After all, I don't really know you. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. Then again, the bird is old and dementia-ridden. It's not such... It's not such an uncommon thing that they forget.
If you would have forgotten, I don't think you would even remember what that word means.
No, I know a lot, Sonny. I know what it means to forget. A person who's as old as me realizes that they don't got much time left. And they've got a lot of problems. There's nothing exactly like having a type of brain that forgets things from time to time. And yet, we do remember a couple of things. A couple important things. We've lived long lives. So I do remember that hat. That is why I'm here.
So what will you do next then? Here, once you get the hat back.
Well, if I do get the hat back, I'll probably have to find somebody to wear it. My head isn't exactly shaped for the hat anymore. There could be
Neither
somebody
is
out there, though.
neither is mine, but that hat doesn't really need to be worn. It's just a hat. You can easily replace it.
And this is just a robe. And this is just a staff. And I'm just a bird.
Exactly.
Still, it isn't about what things are. It's about what they mean to us.
We got a hat, and he sort of like pulls out from behind his back this hat, and he says, there's quite a few other stuff in that room as well. If I know it's yours.
No, I don't really have any possessions other than the hat. But thank you, young man.
I think everything else in that room would be something that belongs to me.
Oh, and you are?
My name is Dolvin.
Right.
I stayed in that room.
Abby has mentioned both of you, so give me one moment, and we'll get your things as well.
Well, how lucky. I did survive the fire. Pat, pat. You seem like a bright young man, Sonny.
Thank you. You seem like a capable old man, in spite of all of your shortcomings.
Hmm. I'm afraid a lot of shortcomings probably wouldn't be useful to a bright man such as yourself. Well, see you around. No, chances are we probably won't meet again. It's a large world out there.
Hmm.
A number of men come back lugging Dovan's various stuff. You guys lost no equipment from this. You're very lucky
Oh.
that the rooms are very separate. If it was like a 1-floor, 2-floor tavern, you guys would have been fucked.
Alright. Now the awkward moments of me trying to remember everything I had. Shit, because I already removed it from my inventory.
Well, now you got it back.
Well, 168 bullets, Sheila's hunting rifle, scale mail.
Is this like
Yeah,
everyone's stuff?
Is his stuff.
Anything that was in your rooms in the tavern, you can have back. These guys will have it. Has nobody read Wild Beyond the Witchlight yet? I saw we have it. Probably Merlin.
Is
but
it?
I haven't read it
Is
yet.
it out already?
Yeah, it's out.
Oh,
I saw that it was out, but I couldn't see it in the sources, so I didn't look for it too long. It's an adventure, right?
Yeah, it's in the adventure section.
There we go. Wow, on the wish list.
168 bullets, you said, Synox?
Yep, let me just check.
Drag some rations, sack in the backpack.
Oh, there's some new backgrounds. Races.
We heard you helped Abby. She's pretty liked around here, so thanks.
Yes. Well, she did help us in return, so I suppose that's a debt paid both ways.
If you're ever around Mulva Peak, the drinks will probably be on us.
I don't have have to worry about that. I still have money.
It's a gratitude, a gift thing. It's not about money.
I'll keep that in mind. Try to receive that gift properly if I'm ever offered it.
Alright, well, you can find us in taverns around. Guys like to drink.
Alright.
They go back to their job of making sure children don't try and creep across this burnt building.
It's gonna head back to Abby's place and just let Alana know and Faisal, I guess, that the stuff is probably that they didn't take with them is probably in the tavern still.
Yeah, she'll go and pick it up.
Oh. Snicker Snack is a Vorpal greatsword. Interesting.
Is Horizon gonna go with Alana? Or
Horizon doesn't have anything.
you didn't have anything? I didn't think you did.
And Alana also leaves before Horizon follows.
When you're there, the same guards are there.
Yes. So, just... I heard I could get my stuff back.
Well, hello there, Buzzy person.
Calm down.
Look, you say you don't have control over it, but I'm pretty sure if you just place your phone away from your microphone, just like put it on your somewhere else far away.
To the left of me, which it is right now.
Look how amazing I am. I'm fucking waving my phone over my mic. Nothing's happening. Isn't this great?
Yeah, turn off Bluetooth. That's something you can do, fancy.
Ah yes, turn on Bluetooth. Oh Jesus. Which I use all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Why
just
don't you
you
use
can
it to
turn
use
it
on your
back
phone?
on after the session.
But then I have to wait for my headphones to connect. I just
Oh
keep
no,
myself.
you have to wait 10 seconds. Oh, the horror.
KJ,
Yes.
could Bob come back to this tavern that burned down?
Yeah, sure.
One more time. Excuse me, young man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
me again. You remember
Hi.
me?
Yes, Bob.
I was just wondering, were there any raccoons there? Any stray raccoons in the building?
No, we did not find any.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Probably ran off then.
I'm sorry about your raccoon.
Ah, no need. I'll probably find another one. There's plenty of them in the forest.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
One moment, we'll get your stuff, miss.
So you were staying in the tavern too, hey?
Of course. We were there together. With the oven and the weird man and the short one.
Are those your friends, miss?
Bob, are you okay?
Oh, you know my name? Should I put it somewhere in there?
I
well.
think you're going demented.
Either way. $8 p.m. 3 weeks from now on. Front fun.
What?
what spy movie shit is Bob trying to pull?
Front fun, you said?
Yes.
Ah, yes, boggles. Boggles.
Do I need to call the guards or something? This is creepy. This... Ew.
That's the information you've been given. And then the two of these guards come back. Alright, I think we found pretty much all of the stuff. I'm pretty sure it's actually all of it. The rooms were pretty intact.
Thank you. Much appreciated. I don't know if there's anything of my friends here, but if there is, they'll be here to pick it up. Good luck.
Alright, well, guards will be here all day.
And then she goes off to town to buy herself a new jacket. Because this one got completely flat.
Hey. I will let you spend 2 gold on a new jacket.
Yeah, she'll get the fancy up to her standard jacket.
Thank you for remembering, Fancy. I think Gerardo's going to step on out
What did...
and walk up to Dovan. Anything I need. something more than just this. For protection.
Something more than a sword. Or...
The robes.
Right. Let's go get you some armor then.
Lead the way. Because I can't long rest. I'm trying to find the fucking Displacing Beast kittens he was on about, but I'm not seeing it.
Displacing these kittens are going to be absolutely adorable. What the heck?
I'm going to swarm you with them.
I will not be angry.
Which adventure was it? The
Called
Into the
Wild
Feywild.
Beyond the Witchlight.
Yeah, the one beyond.
It's under T because it starts with the.
Displacing Beast kitten.
In terms of Doven and Horizon, I'll let you guys get some clothes for Horizon. A lot cheaper. You can spend like a silver.
I think I'm going for armor.
Yeah, I'm going for armor.
yeah.
Oh, armor. Oh,
Yeah.
well.
I have 125 gold and I have no armor.
Oh, okay. Well, you can buy armor for the armor prices then.
Okay.
I actually can't remember how much armor is.
Yeah. I think the best medium armor is the fucking half plate, right? And that's a lot of money.
Half plate 750.
Yeah, I can't afford that.
Armor. It's probably scale mail or something, right? Or is there one up from scale mail? I can never remember.
Like there's half plate, but like I think that's like 750 gold.
Mm-hmm. But that gives disadvantage on stealth checks, right? Or does it not?
I think chain shirts is like 13 AC, but doesn't give disadvantage.
I think does breastplate give disadvantage?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Oh, that's 400 gold. But that would be nice. Wait,
No,
what's the...
maybe it doesn't. It's like the same AC.
Yeah, it's the same AC as
Yeah,
scale.
I imagine there'd be some difference between scale and breastplate. For the the difference is disadvantage. You
Oh,
pay
yeah, yeah,
350 more gold to get rid of disadvantage, and it weighs less as well.
While browsing, Horizon's going to turn to Doven.
Yes.
How much money do you have?
A few hundred golds.
How about a loan?
How much do you need?
I think this breastplate is 400 gold. And I only have 125.
Well, that stuff's still on the table, right? You keep like up on it.
Oh, Bob left.
I thought Bob grabbed it all.
Well, I am gonna say what Bob does next.
Let me listen to Doven Horizon first.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I will be able to trust you with such a large payment all at once. So, what's stopping you from just running away with something like this? It's worth more than all the money you already have.
Do you think I'm devoted to money? I'm devoted to staying alive. You've helped me.
Say make a persuasion check, Simon.
Well, shit.
Wow, that charisma.
Well, fine.
Oh, 13.
I suppose there's not much else I'll need the money for at the moment. Alright then, here we go. So I will borrow you 30 platinum.
Oh, that's more money than I wanted. Oh, God.
But you might have some fucking money on you, so in case you need it.
Yeah. Appreciate it. As he's going to get someone's attention. At this armor place.
You're at a blacksmith's.
Yeah. I would like to get this one fit to my size.
Sure, we can do that for you. Are you going to be here tomorrow?
Looks at Dovin.
I suppose we can wait one more day to stock up on supplies.
Yes, we will.
Alright, come by here tomorrow morning, and you're good.
Very well. Do you want half of a payment now?
I was just about to get to that. If you would kindly give me 250 gold.
How much is this in total?
400, but I don't like my time being wasted.
Very well. Does he place it down 25 platinum? No, that's added 25 platinum. Oh. I wrote it. No! As my arm just goes up, like, sorry, the shadow wills this. Give me the money.
This is a robbery, apparently.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. See you soon.
I appreciate it.
What does Bob do next?
Okay, so the first thing Bob is doing after getting the hat is he is going to go and shop for some charcoal, incense, and find familiar shit. Yeah. And
I will
herbs.
let you spend it for the price of the spell, however many times you want to be able to cast 5 familiar.
Okay. I'll get like 2 castings worth.
Okay.
He is going to just cast Find Familiar and in a like, you know, hidden location somewhere away from people. Maybe in a forest, probably.
I say you spend like 40, maybe 45 minutes walking of here just to find a nice secluded place, and you begin.
Does he find like a fireplace to cast it in? Or like one of those outdoor fireplaces? Does that work?
Well, it's in a brazier, right?
Yeah, that's that I'm trying to stretch that into outdoor fireplace.
Bob has been lugging around a brazier this entire time.
Yes. And while he was going out, he would also buy some rations.
Sure,
About
you can have those for RRP as well.
for RP. Okay.
Recommended retail price. It's a number on D&D Beyond.
Okay. Do I take any money away for the rations? It's gonna. It'll
Yeah,
be.
however much it says on D&D Beyond, just take it away. We'll use standard price, unless you really want to haggle.
No, I'm not gonna haggle.
Okay.
Hold on. So that'll be. Uh, if I get Yeah, he'll get 10 days worth. I think. Actually, that's too much for him.
He can't
Yeah.
carry 10
He
days worth
can't
of
carry.
ration.
Okay. Hold on. So he can carry. Yeah, he can carry 5. So he's gonna have 5 rations, and that would be. Yeah. Okay.
Is there a way to exchange your coin weight into something useful that weighs a lot less?
I don't know.
Don't think so. I guess you could like always take your gold and turn it into platinum if you haven't done that already.
Yeah, and so
Oh yeah. Converting currency helps with that.
Diamonds or gems, I guess.
That's too.
Bob, after casting the Find Familiar, Mr. President appears, of course.
Yep.
And he's doing this in like a place in the forest with a stump, so he's gonna sit on a stump. And he's just gonna have a little talk with Mr. President.
Okay.
Pulling out a list, he takes out like one of his feathers, I think. And he just sort of says to Mr. President, well, what a bright young man that was, Mr. President. I wish you could have seen him. Yes, truly, a criminal through and through. I've done a good job, haven't I? Yes. Not only has he followed in my disciplines, he's also developed his own ways of doing things. He doesn't need an old hat bird like me tying him down. Yeah. I'd give the criminal job about an A plus on my part. I did pretty good. Don't you agree? And of course, you helped out. So, what's next on the list? Ah, spies. And Bob just sits down with Mr. President in this forest and just sort of has a good rest, thinking about it with the hat on.
Okay. I think that is a really good point to end this. This is a pretty short one, but
Yeah.
this is mainly a combat, really. I hope you all enjoyed nearly dying to a fireball. I'm sure that made you very tense.
It was very tense.
That was my intention.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
This is my grit world. Like, you could fucking die at any minute. Like,
Yeah.
this is a lot less nice to you than the other campaigns.
Like thinking about it in retrospect, like the common strategy of get the fucking prick in is probably something to to abide by in most situations like this.
I just thought you didn't really feel
But
like
nobody
DMing
knew
for
it
a
was a break-in.
while since Aulyia and Aulyia ending soon, so you were like, fuck it, let's end this one too.
No, I'm just in the character's mind. Like, what are they gonna do right now?
Okay, KJ. The question was, did he do any break and stuff before that?
He did cast Ray of Frost. I did remember
Oh, yeah,
he did
true.
like that.
And shield as
Or
well.
at least the Ray of Frost came out of his gun.
See, but what he did with his gun is really fucking awesome, and that is what I've been trying to do with my daggers.
Well,
Uh,
for him, he wants the sound of a gunshot, and then the ice melts, right? So
mhm.
Yeah.
No, like, please tell me from your meta magic things that you took Soul Spell Fancy, because that's like the perfect thing for the like wanting to do that sort of thing with magic.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
However, in this situation, she was vying for the fact that it was noisy, and seeing as combat is all happening, it's not like everyone that's paused is dead. It's everything's happening at once and it's noisy.
Yeah,
So she
but
was
you
kind
also
of,
could have used sorcery punch.
yes, but that's one thing. I only just remembered now since you mentioned it. It's been a while, okay. Thank you for the reminder, though.
Yeah.
She also had distance spell. She can fuck someone up silently from a distance.
well, you gotta pick.
Can't do both.
Oh no.
This is Abby's house after should